which he lifts thanks to the moving lights. After hiding the statue in the housekeeper's office, Trevor decorates the tree with the help of the moving base. At that moment the dog whines because he needs to poop, so Trevor takes him to the street. He picks up the poop with a doggy bag and touches it until he confirms the fob is in there. On their way back they find Annabelle in the elevator, so he gets her the dog and awkwardly uses the doggy bag on the controls in front of her. The next morning Trevor gets a call from Janet, who explains she hasn't left Scotland because all transport has been cancelled. This means Trevor will have to cook the feast, so Janet sends the instructions to the printer. Trevor spends the next several hours hard at work while the baby watches from a pot. He cooks a huge amount of dishes, sets up the table, and even puts up the nativity scene. At 5, Trevor hides the baby upstairs and waits for the owner's arrival, but nobody comes. He calls Petra and pretends he's been helping Janet with the feast, so he asks for an update. Petra apologizes and explains she forgot to inform them that the owners aren't coming after all because they're going to New York instead. At that moment a police officer rings the bell asking about the baby. Trevor rushes to the lobby with the kid and the cop compares him to George's picture, realizing it's not the same child. After Trevor tells him what happened, the officer is too confused and calls Georgia. While they wait for her, Trevor invites him to the apartment. The cop is even more weirded out when he sees Trevor use the poop on the elevator and later put it away in a drawer. Soon the couple returns to visit Trevor with a gift for the baby, so he invites them to stay as well. The doorbell rings again and this time it's Lionel, who is told to leave his apartment keys with Trevor. Since there's so much food, Trevor invites him to join them too. When the elevator opens for Lionel, the crazy dog runs out and Annabelle runs after him, so she ends up staying as well. While everyone gets comfortable, Trevor gets a call from Jess, who reveals she and Maddie never left London because all flights were cancelled. They want to spend Christmas with him, so he tells them to come to the penthouse. When Georgia comes for the baby, she also ends up joining the celebration. The group has lots of fun singing together, sharing a drink, and eating the delicious food. Trevor gifts his other shoe to the dog so he can keep the pair. The police officer dedicates the toast to Trevor and the baby, but when they turn around the kid is gone. They desperately look for him and find him in the manger. Suddenly the doorbell rings and Trevor checks the camera. It turns out the penthouse owners decided to come